Hi everyone, today NIO announced a new partnership with GAC. No, that's not JAC, it's GAC, Guangzhou Automotive, and this is just one more of the partnerships in which they promise to cooperate on battery swapping, so meaning they will build cars based on battery swapping, possibly using NIO's platform that is about to launch with the Onvo models next, the NT 3.0 platform. And also, and I think that's a very important part, collaborate on building out the infrastructure, so the battery swap stations 4.0, which I could see at the Beijing Auto Show. And why is it important? Well, because this will be built in conjunction, and therefore both parties, or maybe even just a partner, will be spending the money, and that is leaving the capex to them, and that's saving NIO literally money. So another partnership done, and I had this mantra after the Beijing Auto Show that this time it's not about new functions, it's not about the price. You can't compete on that anymore, any longer. We're in this consolidation phase, and the legacy automakers are catching up. Some of them are being the Chinese OEMs, the state-owned enterprises, but also some of the private ones. And if you just want to build in new functions like new screens or something like this, I believe there's a limit to what this can achieve for the company and for the hopeful outcome that a company can survive and break even in this environment, right? So what I see NIO been doing and continues to do is building these partnerships, and I'm giving you this graph here which is showing that NIO has actually, from the top 10 automakers here in China by production, in the first 3 months of 2024, they have 3 of the top 10 of those automakers as a partner. JAC, which is one of them today, announced it's not one of them by volume. However, left and right there is some space. There is BYD, there is SAIC, and some others which may at some point even join them. But the power of this partnership and this collaboration effort here that NIO is doing, and that's very much in contrast to what I see, for example, by Tesla. By the way, it's just a Tesla store here behind me. I'm gonna walk and pass by this. NIO seems to be the only one going down this partnership line and kind of bringing different players together. And that's quite interesting, I think, because in my point of view, this has huge potential to be a winning strategy ultimately, because what this creates, and excuse the noises, but behind me they are still building new skyscrapers, and that's making the noise. They are building during the night, and they continue making that noise even after people maybe have dinner. So crazy stuff here. Doesn't matter what you hear about the property crisis in China, but they're still building here downtown Shanghai. Anyways, coming back to the strategy. So, this will have a certain effect if NIO manages to close on all of these big volume sales players, because at some point this may result in the fact that nobody wants to be left out. Everybody wants to be able to build on these EV platforms that are swappable, which are possibly provided by NIO and their patents. And if you're out, then you're out, right? And I said before, the state-owned enterprises, they are urged by the news media to actually be faster at converting to NEV, to fully battery electric vehicles. So that's where they're lagging compared to the startups. And so that's where they need a tech buy-in. And so I think having rumors around whether or not NIO might be partnering up even with the likes of BYD in terms of either BYD also going to do a swapping partnership and starting to do models that are swappable, or BYD providing, as is leaked or still just some rumors out there, providing the batteries for the Onvo brand. And that would mean that it's possibly the swappable battery pack that is multi-brand and going into all of these possible sales by all of these partnerships that NIO has done with those big players. And now you can see why it's attractive for a huge company like BYD to get a stake into this big plan and big vision. Usually you would say, why should BYD join something like this? Doesn't matter. They are leading in sales. NIO is just a small player. They might go out of business. Nobody knows what's the outcome of the launch of the Onvo brand and so on. But the fact that they are doing all of these strategic partnerships, I think creating those network effects and some sort of a FOMO for a buy-in of all of the other brands that are possibly still missing out. And so this could be a winning strategy in my point of view a couple of years down the line. This is nothing to do with new features in the car. It's got nothing to do with a price war. Instead, it's a collaborative effort luring in those state-owned enterprises and some of the private businesses like Geely and possibly BYD at some point. And NIO's doing that day after day. So for now, of course, we don't have something much tangible yet when it comes to the actual financials of these partnerships. But yeah, watch it. I think this could be really a game changer. Greetings from the Starbucks Reserve here in Shanghai. Now heading for dinner.